Madras captured in St. Catherine. 47-year-old Nigel Bailey, otherwise called Madras of Hopewell District, Hanover, who was wanted for several offences including only with intent, was apprehended during an operation in St. Catherine on Thursday. The Spanish Town police say Bailey, who was named on the Jamaica's Constabulary First Wanted Wednesday campaign, was arrested in Top Mountain, Kidston Town about 1 p.m. He was reportedly among several persons captured when soldiers swooped down on a section of Kidston Town community. The police stated that a Smith & Wesson pistol fitted with a magazine containing 15 rounds of ammunition was seized during the incident. Another 39 rounds of ammunition were found in his possession. Bailey was reportedly wanted in relation to an incident in St. James. The police are reminding members of the public that it is an offense to harbor criminals, and persons found in breach will be arrested and charged. Anyone with information in relation to guns, gangs, or gunmen can contact Crime Stop at 311, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. 1 dead, 3 hospitalized with chop wounds following dispute in Linstead. A man is dead and 3 others are hospitalized with chop wounds following a dispute in Linstead, St. Catherine on Thursday night. Dead is Gary Smalling of Victoria District in the parish. Police reports are that Smalling was chopped to death by citizens after he chopped and wounded 3 persons in the community. The Police Corporate Communications Unit said that about 10 p.m., Mr. Smalling allegedly had an altercation with his ex-girlfriend, during which he called for help. It is further reported that when neighbors responded, Mr. Smalling used a machete to inflict chop wounds to 3 of them. The wounded persons and Smalling were taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead and the others admitted for treatment. 2 of the wounded are said to be in serious condition. St. James 14-year-old charged with attempted rape. A St. James 14-year-old boy was on Thursday charged on allegations of attempted rape during a break-in in the community of Mount Salem. The teen was charged with attempted rape, burglary, and wounding with intent after a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. The police report that about 11:40 p.m. on Tuesday, January 2nd, the boy gained entry into the victim's home where he allegedly attempted to rape her. The police say a struggle ensued and he used a knife to inflict stab wounds to her upper body and head. After she made an alarm, he ran from the home. On Wednesday, January 3rd, a resident accosted the boy and escorted him to the police station. He was charged the following day. Sid Marley quits as Reggae Girls Ambassador. Sid Marley has resigned from her post as Global Ambassador of the Reggae Girls. In a letter sent to the Jamaica Football Federation (JFF) on Thursday, Marley expressed her disappointment and growing concern with the turn things have taken in recent months. After the World Cup, I was under the impression that we all were committed to working together to build on that success. However, that ever-winding rift between the JFF and the team is very alarming. Numerous overtures to each of you to my voice, my concern, and my try to assist with the resolution continue to be met with non-committal, genetic response, Marley stated in the letter. Marley further stated, however, that she would continue to support the development of Jamaican women's football under the Football is Freedom initiative. In her letter, she stated that the current state of affairs leads me to conclude that the Federation is neither receptive to nor interested in my current manner of support. Therefore, I am tendering my resignation as Global Ambassador effective immediately. Government support for agriculture to be increased this year, says Green. Government support for agriculture will be increased this year to boost productivity and enhance the sector's contribution to gross domestic product (GDP). Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says agriculture currently contributes about 8.3% of GDP. The aim is to get to the 9% mark. Expressing optimism for the outlook of the sector, the minister notes his ministry will be advocating for more resources, especially for farm roads. He also noted that work on irrigation systems in Parnassus in Clarendon and Amity Hall in St. Catherine should be completed this year, which will assist in increasing the sector's output. He was addressing the Rural Agricultural Development Authority staff devotion on Wednesday.
We are building a more resilient agricultural sector. But with that said, we still have to do more because we know the drought is coming. We know the rains are coming. And we have to continue to ensure that we put things in place to build a more resilient agricultural sector. So I think last year, despite the challenges, it went well. And now we're looking forward to 2024. 2024, I believe, will be an exceptional year for agriculture and for our farmers. Clearly, we will continue the financial support that we're giving RADA. And just to remind you, last year, we provided, in this financial year that we're currently in, we provided about $1 billion in production incentive relief for RADA and $800 million in relation to our farm road programs. Clearly, we will be advocating for more, especially on the farm road side. We want to bring that farm road program to over $1 billion this year and to continue with our production incentive program over $1 billion and beyond so that we can do more. What we really want to do is to move up our contribution to GDP. So this year in 2024, our Parnassus and Amity Hall irrigation schemes will come on track. We will finish and commission them this year, and as such, it's critical for RADA and entities like the Agri-Invest Corporation to work to get farmers cultivating those lands as soon as possible. Additionally, we have to accelerate the work that we're doing, Mr. Simpson, in relation to our rainwater harvesting ponds. We've done some good work this year, but we have to speed up the pace of that, because when we get the intense bouts of rainfall, at least let us have it.
Government to focus on preventative maintenance of infrastructure to combat natural disasters. The government is to focus on preventative maintenance of infrastructure as a strategy to ensure roads are resilient to natural disasters. Prime Minister Andrew Holness indicates that major roads and highways are being constructed with that vision, and attention will now be turned to local and community roads. The $20 billion shared property through acceleration improvement of our road network program will target those areas. The Prime Minister acknowledges that the amount is not enough, noting that demand for road repairs. There are over 22,000 kilometers of roadways across the country. He highlighted the general call for road repairs, noting that last year the cries were louder. Mr. Holness says there must be sustainable maintenance of roads. The plans for road rehabilitation will involve consultation with residents.
We have already started that on our highway programs. You will notice that the highways that we have built, the new roads that we have built, we have had heavy rainfalls, heavy weather events, but thankfully, none of them have reported any major or significant damage. Why is that so? It is because the government has taken a deliberate decision that when we build these new roads, they are built with proper drainage, they are built with proper sewage, they are built with proper water lines for internet, they are built with the proper camber, they are built and designed to take 50 to 100 year weather events. It makes the cost of it a little bit more expensive. The planning time is a little bit longer. So from the time of my announcement to the time of it actually being built is a little longer. But that is because we are doing much more than just laying asphalt on the road. So already we have started this process of the preventative maintenance on the major roadways by how they are being built. We're going to now turn to dealing with the local community roads. I am hopeful that this will go some ways in changing people's perceptions about how infrastructure is maintained. This is really now the first step for the government to move from a kind of reactive maintenance program, which is mostly what we have. Damage take place and then we are running behind each time there is some damage or a significant weather event to correct, to now move to a kind of preventative maintenance program where we, through a deliberate program of planning, seek to extend the life of the road.
Bob and Rita Marley Foundations pull funding from JFF Women's Program. Following the resignation of Sid Marley as the Reggae Girls Global Ambassador, the Bob and Rita Marley Foundations have announced their discontinuation of their financial support for the Jamaica Football Federation's JFF National Women's Program. In a release on Friday, the Foundation's General Counsel, Lisa Gay Taylor, stated that the decision came after a long and meaningful partnership with the JFF over the years. Expressing pride in the growth of women's football in Jamaica during the partnership, the Foundation revealed that evolving circumstances surrounding the team and the Federation necessitated a reassessment of funding priorities. In light of our revised focus on funding priorities, we have come to the conclusion that we can no longer continue our financial support of the JFF program. The foundation stated that they remain committed to the empowerment of girls and the development of women's football in Jamaica, and that it will continue to support these endeavors under the Football is Freedom initiative. In a statement on Thursday, Marley cited that the current state of affairs involving the team and the Jamaica Football Federation as reason behind her departure. She said she believed the federation is neither receptive nor interested in her current manner of support. She expressed that after sharing a mutual vision with Captain Horace Burrell, she joined the team with an understanding that she would bring help and support. She further expressed that since coming to that understanding, the Bob and Rita Marley Foundations, alongside a host of partners, have invested some $2.7 million into the growth and the development of the women's football team. Marley then went on to express disappointment with how things have unfolded with the team in recent times. She expressed that especially after the girls' historic win at the Women's World Cup, she believed all parties would be working together for the benefit of the team, but shared that the ever-winding rift between the JFF and the team is very alarming. Meanwhile, the JFF, in a statement on Friday, said it is saddened by the decision of Sid Marley to resign as global ambassador of the women's football program. The federation said it is eternally grateful for the support Ms. Marley and the Bob Marley Foundation have given to the women's program over the last decade, amid the obvious gains which have resulted in Jamaica achieving what no other Caribbean team has managed to do. Michael Ricketts, president of the JFF, said Marley's unfortunate departure is even more so as we are in the view that we had made significant progress in the discussions and we're just awaiting the World Cup players to come back to us and advise of their availability. We want to assure her that the gains that have been made will be concretized as we move into the future, Ricketts stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.